Peace and blessings, and welcome back to the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast. This episode is brought to you by Transparent Credit Repair, the superheroes of the financial literacy world. Stimulus checks are not the only way you can financially get yourself secured during COVID-19. Fixing your credit and coming out of debt will help you not only have money, but keep money at your disposal whenever you need. So if you're looking to fix your credit, go to www.transparentcreditrepair, or you can contact them at 862-250-5122 and tell them Heritage Hip Hop sent you. On this episode of the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast, we're going down south. Shout out to all my LSU boys in Louisiana, Baton Rouge area. We're kicking it with Bond1Milly, who's about the Bond movement. And not only just keeping it real, we learn what Southern hospitality really is. Stay tuned to this incredible interview, and I'll come back with the rest of my commentary.
Peace and blessings, everybody. This is Tereb, and you're back on Heritage Hip Hop. But today's interview is so dope because all y'all think about hip hop is beats, and rhymes. I have a gentleman on the phone that not only is an MC, entrepreneur, business owner, but he's a man well-traveled who brings everywhere he's been to the microphone. Introduce yourself to the people, please.
Whoa, what's up, man? I'm Bond1Milly, man, coming from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, man. What's up, Corinne?
Yo, man, I'm so happy to talk to you because at the end of the day, everybody's phony in the game with that, hey, you know, what's up, how you doing and all that, and then they don't bond with you through your music. So I can't wait to start this and really talk to you. Before we talk about the music, though, I got to know something about the man. You said you're from Louisiana, but your roots start in Kentucky, am I right?
That's correct, man. I was born in Lexington, Kentucky, man, you know, and I moved to Baton Rouge, you know, Louisiana when I was almost 2 months, so, you know, this my home away from home, too, you know, so.
Hey, man, see, but that's special to me, because I got family in Kentucky. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
And if your roots are in Kentucky, you know Kentucky is all about rock, blues, and that bluegrass state is very laid back.
Yes, sir.
That's backyard barbecue, fried chicken, malt liquor, and kicking it on the porch even in front of the porch or by the car with everybody coming down the road. Am I right?
Yes, sir. You know, you hit it on the head.
That's right. And so hip-hop's roots in Kentucky shows in your music. And let me show you why I say that. Because if you really, really know the South, or you appreciate the South, especially that Kentucky, Memphis, down to Alabama area, you know that instrumentation and the blues is what is the foundation in the heart of their music. How did you capture that into your music to make your MC marksmanship reflect the music that you use?
Well, you know, I just kind of go off of, you know, just the vibe of where I'm at, you know, like just. That was a good question too, man. You can start over. Can you get that out of there?
Well, my thing is, if you're from the South, for real, you know what instrumentation does. Because when people think of hip-hop today, all they think about is machines, trap music, the hi-hats and snares. But in your music, you take that blues approach and you have a lot of strings. You got a lot of instruments into it. How did you make that music, that blues music reflect your style and how you make your hip-hop?
Well, I mean, I go off of the track that I get, man, and you know I've been through so much. So whatever that track tells me to do, man, that's what I do. You know, that's how I make my music. You know, so when I cut on them instruments and I hear them instruments, man, I just go with it. You know, so that's where my music comes from, and just everything that I've been through. So I have a story to tell. So that's how I come up with my concept of my music, man. You know.
Yeah, and I love it because, well, see, I'm a man of a little bit of age, and most people haven't seen the movies that we've seen. So for everybody who's a Color Purple fan, if you know Suge Avery, you know Southern hip-hop music. You know what I'm saying? Because in The Color Purple, she sung her soul out, and you heard the pain, or you heard the realism in her vocals.
Yeah.
On Bond1Milly rhymes, he's making sure you feel the lyric, not just listen to the lyric. What does delivering the lyric mean to you when you rap towards your audience?
Well, that means everything to deliverance, you know, because I want everybody to feel exactly where I'm coming from, feel everything that I'm saying, you know. So that's just the way I come, man. So when I go to my audience, man, I try to make them cry. I try to get them to dance. I try to get them to, you know, do a little bit of everything. So that's when I go to my audience, man.
And I love it, because one thing about the South is no matter what territory you're from, there's a bond there called Southern hospitality, which means respect me, don't disrespect me.
Correct.
You feel me? And then you moving toward LSU land, Louisiana. You down there in about the French Quarter, right?
Look, I'm down here right now, you know. Look, I'm down here by the LSU. I can see the LSU stadium from right here, Tiger Stadium. You know where I'm at now, man.
That's what I'm saying, you know. So like when you Baton Rouge, now you talking about the land of Zulu. You talking about the land of gumbo. You talk about marches in the street, which is very people oriented, which means Southern hospitality.
Second line. What's up?
Southern hospitality is the root of how you're going to get this music. How Southern hospitality defines you as an MC?
Well, you know, it's different cultures down here. So like you say, it's just a gumbo thing, man. I'm just like a pot of gumbo, man, you know. So I'm just going with that, you know. That's it, man. I'm just like a pot of gumbo, man.
Yeah, man. Ain't nothing like mixing that corn with that beef and that crawfish
with them okra and all of those good stuff, you know. Hi, y'all.
That's right. And that's good hip hop, because that means you're not one dimensional. It means that everything somebody looks for, they possibly have gotten or can get in a Bond1Milly song. Let's talk about the song Toe Up and how that is a gumbo that came together. Explain that to me.
Well, Toe Up, this actually comes from just being in the club, just, you know, everybody like to drink, everybody want to smoke. So, you know, I just took that diversity and moved with that one. That's how that came about. Just toe up. We want to just toe up and have a good time. We don't want, you know, fight or nothing. We just want to get toe up and have a good time, man. So that's how that came about, you know.
You see, when you go to the South, that vibe, South from Jersey. So Jersey's vibe is a little different. Jersey vibe is that cold street. It's that cold. It's that cold. You know, you getting into something when it's like that, but when it's warm, it's still crazy, and we got the cookouts, but we also can get it in too. What I know about the South is the South ain't as cold when it comes to weather, but the South has a cold front in it that comes from, like I said, those who disrespect the Southern hospitality. How has Baton Rouge formulated your hip hop and made you sound more hospitable?
Well, just coming from where I come from, man, you know, you got to just have it. It's just in you, you know. So I mean, that's just something that's just in us, you know, down here in that dirty South. So I mean, it just come natural to me, man, you know. So it's just in me, man, you know.
Yeah. Well, the culture is different for me when it comes to them, because some of that music up here we weren't able to get, and then when we got it, it was so different that you either had to love music to understand it or you missed out. And one person I know a lot of people missed out on that they're getting now, thanks to the J Electronica album, is Soulja Slim, who was a monster when he was on the block doing his music.
Soulja Slim, man.
How did Soulja Slim influence you?
Well, man, just the way his deliverance and just his heart, man. You know, just how he went after, you know, that career, that business, you know, that mind frame that he had, just that killer instinct, you know. So always been a fan of Soulja Slim, man. So I just like the way he carried himself and just how he went about it and spit that spit, you know.
Yeah, 'cause see, the one thing I could see in the influence of Soulja Slim to your music is that when you speak, your pitch is centered to the beat. You know how some people rhyme and they too high, or some people try to play it so cool that they off the beat?
Correct.
Your pitch is very clear. How did you find, no doubt, how did you find your pitch and know the pocket in that which you deliver your rhymes? How long did it take you to find that voice?
I mean, like I've been doing it since I've been like 13. So I just been keep working. I work, and I just found it, you know, and I just stuck with that, you know. So it really wasn't just about looking. It's just, you know, I've been doing it so long. Like I said, it just come natural to me, man, you know, and just all the things I've been through. So I just let it go, you know.
When you let it go, you talk from the heart though. You're not talking to just entertain. So when I hear songs like I Swear to God,
and everything I talk about, you know, is from the heart. Like I'm not talking about nothing that I have done, nothing that's fictional. Everything I talk about is real, you know. So that's why I can say, you know, just keep it 1 million. That's where the Bond1Milly come from, man. I just keep it real, man, and I vow to keep it real in everything I do, man. You know, so that's why that come about, you know.
That song, I Swear to God, hit the heart because it's really talking about how people front or try to act like, but they not who they are, and you gotta watch yourself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because when you get tested on God, you gotta stand for who you are, and that respect has to carry you.
Yes, sir.
What inspired that?
Just like you said, man, just how people are in the world, you know, just how they'll do you, you know, you think your friend is your friend, but your friend is really not your friend, you know, and just the things that they'll do me, I would never did that to them. You know what I'm saying? So that's that part about that song, you know, so things that they do me, I would have never did that to them, and I swear to God.
Yeah. You see, the thing that comes across in your music that I like, besides, like I said, pitch in the voice, instrumentation in music, is how you keep yourself centered in the track. You're not all over the place. You know what I'm saying? You got a very paced style. You know what I'm saying? We could talk all day about delivery. We could talk all day about lyrics. But let me ask you this. As a person who comes from the South, community and family is the most important thing when it comes to that household and that bond. And that's your name, Bond. How are you bringing the community together with your music?
Well, you know, I'm actually putting together a little stop the violence little bash. We're going to get together and we're going to do something like that, get everybody in the neighborhood. And I'm also doing like a Christmas bash, a little Christmas giveaway. So I'm just, you know, doing stuff like that to try to bring us together. I'm also maybe by next month sometime we're going to get out and we're going to go clean up the neighborhoods. We're going to go pick up paper. We're going to do stuff like that. So, you know, that's how we try to bring the community together, man. So it's just stuff like that I'm doing out here, and we just going to make it happen, man. Just keep working, you know.
I love that because there's too many areas in life, especially for men of color. We have so many enemies that don't look like us that we got to take care of us and know what it is to be a part of something called the us and not always fall to them. You see what I'm saying? And too many people play that side of the fence where they want to keep it safe. But to be an MC, just the same way, you can't keep it safe. You got to hit the stage and ball out. You got to go on that stage and show everybody that you're here. What is a Bond1Milly live performance like? How do you draw the crowd in to accept not only you as the MC, but for them to take and beg you for your music afterwards?
Man, I'm just gonna get out there and I'm gonna give it 110%, man. I'm gonna go all out. You know, and I don't need a stage full of people, man. I want everybody to sit on me and listen to what I'm saying and watch me do my dance, and man, we just gonna enjoy it, man. You know, so I'm a ball out when I hit the stage. You ain't gotta worry about that, baby.
Yeah, see, I like that because a dope stage performance solidifies you as an MC. What did you find it hard, or not hard, but what did you find that you had to work on to make yourself the better MC that you are today from when you first started? What was the one thing that it took for you to overcome?
Stage presence, you know, just getting in front of people, being able to just do my thing, you know, and not be nervous and stuff like that, you know. So stage presence was a big thing, man. But once I got over that, man, it just come natural now. I'm ready, man, you know. So
the stage presence is a key because that's how you connect with your crowd. Now, I also heard that you was a big DMX fan.
Oh, yes, sir.
And then you go to a DMX show, he matches, his energy brings the crowd up. But at the end of the show, not only did he give the crowd a show, he gave the crowd a jewel by connecting. How do you know when you connect to your audience and you know that they left with something?
Well, after the show, you know, most times when I'm leaving, you know, I react with the crowd and I just feed off of, you know, them, man. So when I leave and they tell me that you did a good job or you rocked the show or you did something good, I just go off of, you know, what they tell me, man, and I just work from there, you know.
As an LLC owner, because you own your music, you are not
Correct.
somebody who's begging for a handout. You did this yourself. You doing that means that you are a man of the people and you're for the people. It's different when you go to somebody and you beg them and they give it to you, only for you to get it so they can take it from you. How has being an independent artist made you the man of the people rather than the artist that's given to the people?
Well, it's a little different because I'm in control of everything, my creativity, process and just everything like that. And it's just a whole lot peaceful than just trying to, look for an artist to do something. I mean, look for a label to do something for you. So that's why I just wanted to be an independent CEO, an independent, and it's a lot easier, man, when you're doing it by yourself, man. So I just rather, be a CEO and do it myself, man. And be control of my own, my own product.
When you do it yourself, you are the superhero of the people. When people say, like, in hip-hop, they be like, the drug dealers are the people I saw. Those are the people I looked up to. In the South, I can't say it wasn't like that, but when it comes to the music, the Tony Drapers are the people looked up to. The Jay Princes are the people that people looked up to. Whether you was Rap-A-Lot, Suave House, No Limit, Cash Money. It was the people who built the empires that people looked up to, because whether you had the game on the street to fund you or not, you were giving people purpose and hope that they could do something more. What does Bond1Milly give to the people who follow him?
Realness, man. Realness. Just that's what it is, man. Just realness. Some real music, man, from the heart. That's it, man. Just realness, man. That's what y'all can expect from me, man,
Define yourself as an artist so they understand what realness is.
When I mean my realness, I mean just speaking the truth, just what's going on within the world, just with everything, man. Just how people do you, just with the virus going on, just everything, just like itself. That's what I mean by being the truth, by speaking the truth,
Mm-hmm. How have you been fighting coronavirus?
Rest in peace to Emcee, man.
Oh yeah, that's the heart right there. Because he told the truth till his dying day.
So I'm just that give you kind of a little basic of where I'm coming from when I say keeping it real and just telling the truth,
Yeah, definitely. How has coronavirus slowed you down as a business, but made you a better MC?
Well, it made me a better MC because I'm able to sit and able to write a little more and work on my craft a little more, to just able to just go do shows and just traveling all over the place. So it's able me to sit down as an artist and focus on my music a little more. So that's what I've been doing, man. Just sitting back, just quarantining and working on my music. So I thank the quarantine too, because that helping me,
You know what's bugged out to me though? When it comes to knowing who you are and giving presentation, the most beautiful thing about being an MC at this time is sitting down is people finally get to sit down and listen to your music rather than nodding your head. One of the most important tracks I heard from you is These Streets. Why don't you break that track down for me? Who's on it with you?
Actually, These Streets is a friend of mine from childhood friend, John Gray. We actually came up with that song. We sat down, came up with that song, and just in these streets, you got to be a man in these streets, man. So if you're gonna be out here, man, you got to be a man, and there's consequences when you be out here in the streets. So that's where that song comes from,
Yeah, These Streets really hit me, because do you remember what was being said on the outro repeatedly?
What it said.
Oh, come on, man! They gotta tell the people, man. What was the answer?
Tell me what it said.
Oh man, we're gonna have to send the people to that song. So everybody who hasn't heard the song yet, the song will be featured on heritagehiphop.com in our playlist on the music page. It will be there for you. You need to hear the song to understand the song, because in today's climate, where we got people who are being called snitch and coming out to millions of views making money, a lot of people are upset because the people who are real are out here doing it for real and they struggling, and that's not right.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree with that. 100%.
Got you. So that's a little something for them to look forward to while listening to the interview. You hear me?
Okay.
All right. So you have some artists that you work with on your project. The name of your project is the Real Golden Child. before we get into the people, tell me about The Real Golden Child. What made you name that project that title?
Okay. Well, The Real Golden Child, I just feel like I'm the real golden child, which I am the people's person, you know. So that's where that came from. So I'm doing it for the people, you know. I got a lot of people that's incarcerated. I got a lot of people that's struggling. So, you know, that's what I meant by the real golden child. So I'm the real golden child. I'm here for the people. So that's where that came from, you know.
And the thing that's funny about that, which I love the best, is because if you ever seen the movie The Golden Child was the ushering in of life against death. So you're bringing new life to the game. You bring new life with your music. You bring new life or the new look at life because you represent a story that has not been told yet. And that's why I enjoy the project and the people that you have on it. How do people connect with you to be on a project? Are those your people? Are those your artists or people you respect? How did you choose them?
Well, actually, Candy Bars, the song with Candy Bars, I'm Straight came about. I actually posted the song and was looking for an artist to actually get on the song, and she just so happened to hit me up, and that's how that song came along with Candy Bars. John Gray and the other guy, Cortland, you know, they was childhood friends, and we just sat down one day and just came up with some stuff. So, man, and John Gray and Cortland, they're artists up under my label that they're working too. So, you know, it's a lot going on, man. We working, man.
Yeah. What impresses you about an artist that make you work with them, though? Is it their voice? Is it their lyrics? Is it their delivery? Is it a combination? What is it?
Oh, it's everything. You know, they just have to have a total package, really. You know, just like the stage presence, you know, and be able to rap and make sense when you rap and tell a story to make people want to listen to you. You know, so I look at everything when I look for an artist. You know.
Yeah, cohesiveness is hard because you can have somebody that can rap so damn good, but y'all just don't mesh together. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And then even with Candy Bar, shout out to her. Her name's Candy Bar, which is dope to me. So even when we do a track with somebody over the net or something like that, you still have to have a certain chemistry, like the voices have to match. Something has to match to make it whole. How frustrating is it for you to want to work with somebody or have worked somebody and they just don't mess with you, and you gotta cut them off of a track or something? How does that go with you?
I mean, I ain't never really had that problem with cutting them off the track. Like before we even go into the studio, you know, we get everything together, and if it don't sound right before we go, then it won't even get to the studio, you know. So that's how I operate, you know. So if we ain't meshing, you know, before we go to the studio, then we probably won't even get the song done, you know.
Yeah, I ask you that because in this era of hip hop, a lot of people hold hands and they're not really being good, corrective businessmen with their music. And being that you own everything that you have, your brand is the number one thing that represents your music. What is your brand and how does it define your music?
Well, my brand, 1Milly Music, okay? It's just, again, just keeping it real. That's what my brand is just focused on, just keeping it real and being truthful with everything you do in life, man. You know, you don't have to lie or none of that. Just keep it 1 million. So that's just the brand that I'm looking for, you know.
Okay. See, the thing about your music is you always, well, not always, but you have a lot of statements on your project. And one is the South has something to say. The South has been in charge of hip-hop since the 90s, the late 90s, early 2000s. What do you think the South has to say that people haven't heard yet?
That's a good one. It's a lot, man. I mean, it's a lot that goes on down here in Baton Rouge, man. So it's a lot that y'all haven't heard that's gonna come. So I don't know, man. Just be looking for it, man. I don't know what we're gonna talk about. I don't know what they're gonna talk about. You know, Chuck, man, that's crazy, man. That's a good question, man.
Well, it's the truth. You got to listen to the music to understand the questions, right? I mean, let them know.
Correct.
So let's talk about the South and the influence of the South for a minute, because I think the South has influenced the world outside of hip hop, though. Like, for instance, college sports is big in the South. Like I said, the people who listening to this, if you've never been to the South, especially that Texas area, football is king. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. High school, the old Conference USA, and then the Dallas Cowboys, Houston Texans, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's big where you're at, too, because college sports is king. If it wasn't for the South, football wouldn't be the number one sport in America. And that's built on the backs of these strong black men.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Even when it comes to basketball, I believe Jersey has the best basketball players ever. And you know, anybody can argue me over that. It's all cool because it's love. But if it wasn't for, like, the girls' basketball, everybody gives props to Connecticut, but Baylor, you know what I'm saying, LSU, Texas, they do their thing. It seems like people of color have been building this country up off of their blood, sweat, tears, passion, music, all from the sweat of their back. What is the building block that you're adding to hip-hop that's not there so you can make hip-hop better?
Okay. Shit. That was a good question, man.
Thank you.
Shit,
Well, let's think about it. You're giving a brand new voice, and you're telling a story. Hip hop was made out of pain, so the pain didn't change. Only the participants give you a new perspective. What perspective are you giving hip hop that they may not have had yet?
Just realness, I guess. Just the real part of it, man. You know.
Right. I mean, 'cause that's what it is. If you're not telling a real story, you're not really going to connect with the people. So let me go into a song that you really connected to me with, and that's Fast Lane. Fast Lane is a song that really hit my heart because you know what? Like I said, if you don't know nothing about South culture, not only are y'all corny by now, or you don't know your roots or your family, but Fast Lane got the vocals and it got the men telling the story. And my man who had the last verse, who talked about how real it is and how he's really been through that struggle. A lot of people take that struggle for a joke. What does it mean to really be real and represent that and give voices to those people who can't really say what you can on a track?
Well, I come from the struggle, you know, so whatever I'm telling them, man, they need to listen to it and it is real, you know, like, man, if you ain't live where I live, man, then you'll never know. So you need to just kind of, you know, just listen to the music and I give you a little piece of where I come from, you know, because the struggle is really real, man.
Yeah. The struggle for us who really understand is,
you know, and I do it for the struggle, you know, for people that's in the hood that's feel like it ain't no hope, you know. I do it for them, man. So if I could do it, they could do it, you know.
See, now you just answered the question. That's the part of hip hop that may be missing that you're giving them is the hope. Because like I was saying, you from the struggle, you know what it's like to have bills that need to be paid and you ain't got it. You know what it's like to have siblings in the house and everybody got a need and you're not able to fulfill that need. Or you know the story of you see people getting it and you know you deserve it too. Or in the height of it, you got people in your face calling you nigga, go home, and want to treat you like a second-class citizen. Or even more, you got somebody who wants to shit on you, pardon my language, but you know you're destined for a crown and gold. That's the foundation of hip-hop. Pain. But we overcome the pain through our music, through our dance, through how we talk, even how we party. You know what I'm saying? We toe up in here, right?
That's it.
So let me ask you this: being one of the upcoming greats in Southern hip hop, what movement inspired you to make you not want to mimic them, but to overshoot them and do better than them? Who's the bar that you measure yourself against?
Well, I mean, I can't do it no better than Boosie Badass, man. You know, so I'm setting the bar to do it bigger than Boosie Badass, man. So that's my bar, man.
Okay, yeah, Boosie's a whether you like him or not, he a legend out here, and he puts in that work.
That's my guy, man. Nothing bad to say about the guy. That's my guy, man.
Yeah, that song he did for his mom for Mother's Day, the Mama joint. I love that song. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, shout out to Boosie, man.
That's right, and furthermore, to bring it back to you, when he did the song about his mom, right? It was something that he felt he had to touch to show his appreciation. Your music is not made for those who are faint-hearted and for those who don't listen. Where would you like to hear your music played so you know it is appreciated, not just played?
I mean, I wanted to be played for whoever it is made for. You know, if that song or that particular, you know, song is made for you, then that's where I want to play that in your ride. If that, you know, that's it, you know. But I wanted to be heard worldwide, you know. So I want to be heard worldwide. But basically, it meant a lot to me to somebody who I can help. To, you know, that's it. If my music help you get through something, then I'm good with that.
If you ever come up to Jersey, we gonna play your music and we gonna make sure you get some shine up here. Most definitely.
I appreciate that. That's what's humble, man.
No doubt. And one song I like is Bang. Come on, man. You gotta tell me about Bang and what you represent on Bang with your man.
Okay, well, you know,
Mr.
the hook
Underdog.
Bang, bang, bang. You know, me and you, we are not the same. You know, I ride the one main gang. You know, that's just that. You know, like I stand alone. Like I don't need a clique of people to protect me or do whatever they supposed to be doing. You know, I can do it myself. You know.
Yeah. But tell me about the MC you had on there with you.
That's Jizzle the Underdog. He's an artist from Glen Oaks. We have another artist down here named Living the Champ. Both of them come from the same era, you know. So he's doing his thing down here too. He just dropped a few couple of videos and stuff like that. So he's working too, man. Shout out to Jill.
Yeah, see, that's that bond. Once again, as long as you understand that you can all come together under that Southern hospitality, that we could work together and we could build together, but you can't stop us because we are together. You feel me?
Yeah, you know, the real gonna mess with the real, man, and that's just how they operate, man, you know, so.
Yeah, man, that's what I love about the South, man. I was taught by an MC from New Jersey who actually moved south. The North teaches you competition while the South teaches you cooperation. Why does cooperation endure in the hip hop down there rather than becoming a competition fest like it is up here?
I mean, we got to come together, man, you know, and have some order down here, you know. That's really what it is, you know. So either you gonna do right or you ain't gonna do the right thing, or we gonna get you away from it, man. So it just got to be a bond, man, and keep it real with each other, man. And just that's how it is, man. So if you ain't about keeping it real, then you don't need to come down here, you know.
I feel you, because one thing that J. Edgar Hoover said was the number one threat to American civility is the unification of Negroes. And that's why your hip-hop is so important, because you bring together so many young men to work together. And to disrupt that or to kill that, they plant seeds to make us fight each other, to kill each other, to go at war with each other, instead of building and making sure our communities are straight. If you could give the community a gift, 3 gifts, what would you give the community to make it better?
3 gifts.
Yep. Yeah, 3 gifts to give the community to make it better. What would you give it?
A leader. They need a leader. Books. And just a sense of direction.
A leader, books, and a sense of direction. I'm going to use your answers.
And the reason why I said books is because, you know, they always say if you don't want a black man to know something, put it in a book. So if we had a book for us to be able to read and study up on our history and our background, and maybe, you know, we could come together, you know, and figure this thing out, you know.
So then I'm going to use your answers and put you in that position. If Bond1Milly was the leader of the hood, what would he personify that the hood could follow?
We're gonna communication for one, man. We got to communicate with each other. Loyalty. We got to be loyal, man.
I agree.
You know?
I agree. So that's as a leader, you are a person who leads by communication and loyalty. You know what's better? You know what's funny about that answer? That's the definition of an MC. Rappers rap about bullshit or things, pardon my language. But an MC can talk to a person about their life and enrich their mind.
Yeah.
There you go. Now you said books, right?
Correct.
Your lyrics especially if you copyright them, you're a publisher. So you could put your lyrics in a book and sell your book. So whatever you rap about or write about, you can inspire the mind of this generation or 5 next generations based on what you said. So as an MC, you are also the author of change. Shout out to you.
That's deep.
Now, you said leadership, books,
Correct.
and a sense of direction, which means as an MC, the way you do business, the way you carry yourself, and the message that you give is going to be what we are measured by. Unfortunately, it says in history, you know who a people are by the music that they make. And if you look at how the mainstream people look at us, all we talk about is sex, drugs, violence, and getting high.
And getting money. That's it. That's it.
And getting money.
That's it.
But when you listen to Bond1Milly's music, he talks about having fun, he talks about respect, and he talks about loving yourself and the people that you come from. You are the testament that defies the racist logic of this country. My question to you is, besides giving you money and buying your project, how else do we support you to make sure that that message carries on generation to generation?
By keeping it real, by whoever you meet. If you can help somebody, whoever you come in contact with, you help them, man. And that'll be enough for me. So if you contact with somebody that needs help, man, you help them. So and don't do it to look back, looking for something. Do it out the kindness of your heart, man. Just have a heart of gold when you're doing it,
Well, my Bond1Milly, my favorite MC from the LSU, Baton Rouge, New Orleans area is BG. He's my favorite MC from that area. And the reason why is because BG could carry himself in any circle and rhyme the fuck out of anybody, pardon my language. BG is somebody that, whether he's Cash Money is the Army or whether he's YBE with Prodigy, no matter where he goes on any coast, he could represent like nobody else. When somebody wants to do a song with Bond1Milly, what are they getting that makes him such a beast on the track?
Man, they getting the real, 100% real, like just gonna give you the truth on everything, gonna give you his heart, his soul, everything, man. So when you come, want to do a track with me, man, I'm gonna give you everything I got.
And for everybody out there listening, Bond1Milly makes real music. The Golden Child is out right now. Don't be dumb. Make sure you go get that and support my man. And if you don't like a song on there, not only are you corny, you don't know good music. So my man, drop your social media so everybody knows how to contact you or follow you or get your music, bro.
All right, look, y'all can find me on IG at official Bond1Milly. You can find me on Twitter at official Bond1Milly. You can find me on YouTube at Bond1Milly. And anywhere else you need to look for me, you can find me at Bond1Milly, man. I'm everywhere, man,
That's my man right there, because now we done connected. That's my brother. So when I go to LSU, Baton Rouge, I'm going to have to hit you so we could do that. And unfortunately, like everybody else, careers of heritage hip-hop now phony. When I say we're traveling somewhere, we do. So when COVID is over, bro, I'm hitting you. I'm telling you.
Well, come on, man. I got your number, Lord, man. My word, I got you covered. Correct?
All you got to do is make sure you show me a good time and give me some hush puppies and we straight.
I'll take you to the best place down here, man. We go eat it out and get hush puppy food. You hear me?
That's what I'm talking about. So everybody out there, we not finished yet. Now that you got the social media, it is my duty to tell you on Heritage Hip Hop, we believe in purchasing the music. Streaming is cool, but if you really find an artist that you like, please open up your wallet and spend your money. I don't care if it's $1 for a single or $7 or more for a whole project. Bond1Milly makes music that you should listen to, and I ask you, please spend your money, because we spend money for lottery tickets or we buy stuff that's not meaningful that we don't really need. This is a young man who's building an industry. Pay the money and support my man. And after this interview, I'm supporting my man. All right? And that's what it is.
I appreciate that.
You got it.
Man. All right.
No, I'm thankful. Thank you for letting me interview you. But let's have some fun. Now it's time for the rapid fire questions. They are not yes no questions. These are questions that I ask you to show the depth of who you are, so people can know that you are a man and an artist, not just somebody who raps and talks BS. Okay?
Tenfold.
All right, here we go. So, Bond1Milly, the first question is, if you had to pick a song or an album that perfectly defines your life, What album is or song is that? And it can't be something that you made.
Soldier Slim. I'm a fool. That's a fool.
Alright, that's what I'm talking about. That's some energy right there.
Yeah.
I got you.
You can't make it on the outside. That's a fool there. A fool there.
That's an energy track. It's refreshing to know somebody listening to Soldier Slim up top, huh? Alright, so here we go. Second question. If somebody had to define Southern hip-hop, how would you define the entire Southern hip-hop?
Fire.
Okay.
Yeah. Fire.
I mean, it's going. You don't get it. You're just going to get burnt up.
Yeah. Hot. Yeah.
All right.
Yes, sir.
I love it. So, who was the most important? No, I usually ask who's the most important artist. I'm not going to ask you that because we know you like DMX, you like Soulja Slim. I'm not going to say that. Who's the most important artist that affected your pen game? Not who made you want to rap, but who made you want to get better in your rap.
You got to go with Slick Rick, man.
Ooh, tell me why.
Slick Rick is a fisher, man, and when he do his thing, man, it's like when he talk, man, you could just picture everything that Slick Rick is saying in his mind. So when I listen to Slick Rick, man, I try to, kind of mimic a little Slick Rick in there too, So I'm going with Slick Rick.
That's a beautiful answer, man, because he's one of the most shout out to Slick, because he's one of the most underappreciated MCs ever who made the classic Great Adventures of Slick Rick, man. Yeah, man. So my next question would be this, and this is a good question for you because it speaks to the mind of who you are. The greatest asset of Southern culture and Southern hip-hop is the fact that the struggle of so-called Black America never stopped. It just was given rhythm, soul, and harmony. What is the most important part of hip-hop to you when it comes to music? Is it the rhythm, the soul, or the harmony?
Well, I'm going to have to go with the rhythm, because that's what really makes you move, and that's what really catches people is the rhythm, so that's what it is, man, the rhythm. I go with the rhythm. All
right, cool. Now it's time for the hard questions. You ready?
Let's do it.
My man, here's something I always talk about. The remix is something that in hip-hop made songs have better longevity, where we either change the beat or we added other people to the songs. What is the greatest remix in hip-hop history, in your opinion?
The greatest remix? Oh, you got me with that one. The greatest remix. I think Young Jeezy did. I think I liked a Young Jeezy remix. I can't remember what it was, but it was something with Young Jeezy.
Jeezy?
I can't remember the song. Yeah, it was a remix with Young Jeezy. It might have been Lil Jon or somebody with him.
Okay, well, we got a Jeezy. You're the first person to say Jeezy on Heritage Hip Hop, so there you go.
Yeah, so I think it was a Young Jeezy song.
Okay. Well, we have to look for a Jeezy remix.
Shout out Young Jeezy.
All right. Okay, so here's the next question.
All right.
In remixes, like I said, people will add other people to their songs, but sometimes somebody will have a feature.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you out. You got that Boosted Wipe It Out remix with, I don't know if y'all heard that with Fox on there too now, the Wipe It Out remix. You ever heard that?
Nah, I never heard it. Nope.
I gotta go look it up.
Yo, send it to me and I'll listen to it. Hey, send it to me.
I got you.
All right. Well, sometimes when you do remixes, you have other people on your song. You add a vocalist to your song. But that vocalist can rip the track so well that they outshine everybody on the track. You feel me?
Okay.
Who's the greatest guest 16 or feature artist ever on a track?
Ever?
Yeah, they killed the song better than anybody else on the track.
You saying locally?
No, I'm saying period.
Man, I gotta go with Andre 3000.
What song made you say that?
That the song with him and Pimp C them on there.
Oh, International Players Anthem.
Yeah, yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about.
He killed that song with no bass line.
Yes, I'm gonna tell you another one I like with Roscoe Dash with Wale.
Oh, okay.
Wale had a nice verse on there too. He killed it.
So you're the first person that's brought those two people up. That's what's up. That's why I love this. Okay. So then, if you could have a feature or a track to make your dream track, who would be the people on the track with you and who's producing it? Dead or alive, doesn't matter.
It'll be Mary J. Blige and DMX.
And you, who's doing the beat?
And we'll have to get the beat from either Jazzy Faye or Swiss Beat.
Ooh, you straight energy. You riding on them.
Yeah, let's go, man.
You should have been on the Rough Riders. That's what you're telling me, huh?
Hey, Swiss, look, I'm still free. Swiss the fool. Now what up, Swiss?
Yo, I'm loving your answers. You know? That's what's up. I'm loving this. Thank you so much, bro.
Eve, all of them, man. What's up, man?
You going with the original Rough Riders. Oh, that's you.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it. That's what's up. Everybody out there listening, these are the interviews that I love, and this is what makes Heritage Hip Hop special. So here we go. Here's the next question. We have two more questions, and then we're gonna close out. The next question is a question that really goes into your heart more than anything else. The next question is: during this COVID-19, people are losing their lives and losing loved ones. What is a hip hopper's responsibility to his fans and to the hip hop culture during these times?
Well, his responsibility is just to make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to do that's around me, you know, and just keeping their mask on and just doing what they're supposed to do, what they ask us to do, man. So I'm gonna make sure everybody around me doing their part of what they're asking us to do, and we're just gonna keep safe.
Word. I love that answer. Here's the final question of the interview. Before I ask you this question, I just want to say it was a pleasure talking to you. You have somebody who's going to listen to your music forever. So if you ever drop a track, you know you got Heritage Hip Hop to support you, because unlike other folks, we don't do that phony stuff. We don't interview you and then you go under the carpet. If you ever have something that you want to premiere, anything that you want to appear, we will put it on our website and we will support you. We have no bias, and we support our hip hop culture. So with that being said, no doubt. And with that being said, shout out to Fatty's Place before I answer that, because Fatty's Place hooked us up with this great interview.
Shout out Fatty's Place, man.
That's right. So before we close out, I wanted to say that, and here's the last question. Bond1Milly is going to be a great man for many people, but unfortunately, Bond1Milly will die one day. And in the year 3026, there's going to be a great earthquake. The sea is going to part, and they're going to find a building. And inside of that building, they're going to find a time capsule with your music in it. And people in 1,000 years are going to listen to your music and hear something special. My final question to you is, what is the legacy that you left behind by doing music that made the world better?
Just speaking the real and what was going on at that time in my life, man. So when I leave, I want to leave a legacy of just speaking the truth and just letting everybody know how it was, you know. And when I'm gone, I still want my music to be played, man.
And with that being said, it's the music that keeps us alive and the music that keeps the culture alive. It was written in the Bible how a good name is better than a sweet fragrance, because the name lives forever, so does good music. So for everybody out there making music to be hot, if it's not legendary or timeless, you lost it, and Bond1Milly is on his way to legendary status. So with that, we thank you. We thank you for this interview. So to everybody out there listening, we say peace, and we out.
And we out.
Once again, this is Karev thanking you for paying attention and giving us your ear during this latest episode of the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast. Bond1Milly is an MC from Louisiana that you should know if you like that bop, you like to do the shuffle, and you want to hear good music. Like he said, we keep it real in the South, and we give them our respect. So shout out to Bond1Milly. Thank you for tuning in to the Heritage Hip Hop Podcast. This episode, once again, was brought to you by Transparent Credit Repair, the superheroes of the financial literacy world. We do not have to live stimulus check to stimulus check. Cleaning your debt can help you in the long run with financial stability and responsibility. So if you're looking to clean your credit and get an upper hand on this financial situation that you may be in, please contact them at 862-250-5122 or visit their website, www.transparentcreditrepair.com. We thank you, everyone who listens and supports Heritage Hip Hop. If you would like to support more than just giving us your ear, you can always donate to Heritage Hip Hop on Cash App at $KAREVYAH, or you can hit the donate button on our website, www.heritagehiphop.com. If you like to buy apparel and get you a New Jersey hip hop shirt or to represent Heritage Hip Hop, you could go to our store, which is www.storefrontier.com/Heritage Hip Hop. Before we leave, we always like to give a shout out to our supporters and our team. If you're looking for a virtual assistant to help make your social media pop, we are partnered with Fatty's Place. You can visit them on Instagram at FADDYSPLACE, Fatty's Place. We have affiliates that have their own shows and their own movements. You can go to Diamonds Entertainment LLC, which is DIEMENZ Entertainment LLC, on Instagram to see other sides of the hip hop culture that revolves around fashion, sports, and other things we don't really talk about on Heritage Hip Hop. We also have the Big A Show, which is on YouTube under the page IDR, which is AHDAYAR. I'm the co-host on that show, and Big A is the pilot of that show, and that show is wild. And I mean, it's not like this is more of an interview one-on-one with artists. And that show we talk about society and things of that nature. So if you're looking to hear the Big A Show, go on YouTube under AHDAYAR, that's IDR on YouTube, and season 2 will be coming soon. We also are partnered with another prolific person, an Emcee, who turned his craft from beats and rhymes to marketing, promotion, and placement. So if you have a good, or you have an art, a skill, a talent that you would like to show off, hit him up on Instagram at FIREJAWS, that's Firejaws on Instagram, to learn how to be marketed, promoted, and placed correctly. Once again, this is Karev for Heritage Hip Hop, saying to everybody out there, thank you for listening, because this show will not go on without you. We don't need guests to have a show. We need you, the listener and the supporter, to make this show what it is. And that's the respectable, intelligent show that supports the hip hop culture and celebrates it as well. So to everybody out there that's listening, thank you very much. Stay tuned, because we have more interviews and more great people coming. We're looking to introduce you to your new favorite artists that you may not have met yet. So with that, we say peace, and we out.